Welcome back to Blackstardove. Welcome to my channel. I appreciate you tuning in, and I hope that you have or are having a very productive day. This is my video about the Passport Bros. Passport in hand. I am not a passport bro. I want to make sure I say that right then and there. When I travel, I like to travel for myself. I don't travel with the reason of why they travel. And I just want to give my thoughts on it. And I want to give people the truth, because I'm listening to all these Passport Bros videos, but they're not really telling the truth on a whole lot of stuff that happens. They just promote the, I don't want to say the sex trafficking part, but that's kind of what it is. But at the same time, I know the whole thing is, between two consensuating adults. But come on, man, y'all be going on here bragging about all you need is $5 and a bag of rice. Like, that shit is embarrassing, man. Just to hear a black man get on this platform and saying, all you need is $5 and a bag of rice, and you can do whatever you want. I'm like, oh my God. Like, get the microphone out of his face. Get the microphone out of his face. But yeah, and just like, and the promoting of gentrification. That's also what it is. Because we complain about it here in America, how we're being priced out of everything. But we go to these third world countries and where we know that we're the ones who have the money, and we price out everyone. Like it's all one big fucking game. But I just want to give my thoughts and want to give you some actual information. So you hear the Passport Bros all the time saying, go find you a wife, go find you a wife. So you can go to another country and find you a wife. This is the shit that they're not telling you. Okay, so in order to bring the person back here to the States, you usually need to have a something called a fiancé visa. So with the fiancé visa and all the fees and stuff, it can cost about 25 grand. And then on top of that, most people are going to hire an attorney to take care of that for them. So we're talking at a minimum about 25 grand in order to bring someone here. So again, it is a rich person's game. Then on top of that, you have to be able to support them. For the US, in 48 of the states, you pretty much have to make at least 35K. So make sure I say that right. I'm sorry, hold on, wait. I want to make sure I give the proper information. Yeah, 35K. Oh, also, okay. So then, once you have the fiancé visa, you marry them. They come over after you have been married to them for 3 years continuously in the States. They can file for citizenship. Now, when they file for citizenship and they become a citizen, because don't forget, part of the visa of them here staying here is that you have signed on to be financially responsible for them for 10 years. So no matter what, you're responsible for them for 10 years. But don't forget, they can file for citizenship after 3 years. So what I have been seeing, and I also know someone who actually did this. I used to work with a lady, she was from the Philippines, and her ex-husband brought her here. She stayed with him for 4 years, got the citizenship, divorced him, and he still had to pay. So keep that in mind. So after 3 years, they can file for citizenship. Then once they file for citizenship and they become a US citizen, they could then file for divorce. If they file for divorce and get divorced, you are still financially responsible for them for the remainder of that 10 years. And before you think of it as the same as alimony, in most states, you only get 1 year of alimony for every 3 years you've been together. So if you were only with her for 3 years and y'all got divorced, you only be responsible for 1 year of alimony instead of being responsible for 7 years or more payments. So also keep that in mind. Let's see here. Also, when going to these other countries, man, know that they're up on game. Nothing is new under the sun. Like, the whole passport bros thing is nothing new. White men have been doing this for years. Hell, black men have been doing this for years. I'm gonna date myself a little bit here, but I'm 34 years old. And if you're around my age, you probably grew up, seen a few porn VHSs or porn DVDs of black men going to Brazil, Rio de Janeiro, having a good time for low amounts of money, and then filming it and putting it and then dispersing it. We've seen that. We heard about, you know, other races of men going to places where, let's just say the age of consent is a little bit lower and taking advantage of children. Like, hey, that shit is real. That's been happening for a long time. But just know that they're up on game. And those women are trying to get over on you as much as you're trying to get over on them. So be aware of, you can get drugged, you can get robbed, you can get stranded. Hell, it's the same as going to Vegas. Go to Vegas right now. You can get drugged, you can get robbed, you can get stranded. Like, it's all the same shit. Think of it as like going to Vegas, honestly. I just don't want to see black men get on here and then just like, they're saying all the good stuff, they're not saying none of the bad stuff. They very rarely cover the bad stuff. And when they do, they're just using it as a laughing mechanism. I can't think of the young man who was trapped, but he missed his Spirit airline flight. Oh man, and that was a whole thing. And I remember he went on Real Talk with Yanni to explain that side. And he went on a few other podcasts as well, saying that he only agreed to spend X amount of money. So that's why he didn't bring extra money. And I was like, that is so stupid. Like, you purposely didn't bring extra money. Like, you always bring extra money. You have to always think of the what ifs. I just want black men to be smart. First of all, me personally saying, there's a lot of beautiful black women that are here. Like, there's beautiful black women that are smart, submissive. If you like them sassy, they're sassy. You know, they're creative. You know, they're the highest educated group that we have here in the country. There's plenty of black women, all flavors. Like, get you something that's homegrown. But if you are gonna go overseas, know how much it costs, know the dangers that persist, know that people are looking for a lick just like you are. Know, like, and just take care of yourself. That's all I want to ask. I just want people to have the information. Then once you have the information, you can do whatever you want because you're a grown man. But at the end of the day, know that there's plenty of black women here who are looking for you. It doesn't matter what kind of black woman you're looking for, but they're all here. As I said, all the flavors are here. And then with the power of the internet, you're not just used to you're not stuck in your own city. You can go anywhere since you like to travel anyway. Like, go to Atlanta, go to Houston, go to Dallas, go to LA, go to Miami, go to Wichita, Kansas, go to Lincoln, Nebraska, shit, go to Seattle, Washington, Fargo, North Dakota, St. Louis, Missouri, Chicago, Cleveland, Detroit, shit, go all the way to Maine if you want. But there's black women everywhere. I just want to make sure that we step up and we be actual leaders. So if you are going to do that, just make sure you got your shit together. Make sure you actually do some research. Make sure you talk to an attorney to see where everything, all your shit is in order. But take care. I love you. Peace.